Hello, I'm Dave, and on this video I'll be painting Minnie Mouse. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe right now and click that bell for notifications. So I started this painting off. I just splattered on some blue paint on the edges and some pink and white in the middle, and then just randomly smeared it around some horizontal vertical lines. Then I splattered on some white paint, red, and pink paint right here to get that nice abstract random looking background. I let it dry vertically so that some of those paint drops could drip down, just add a little touch to it. And then once I let that dry, now I'm drawing out Minnie Mouse with one of my white charcoal pencils. And then once I got that, then I started painting the parts that I'm gonna paint, the parts that I'm gonna fill in, because some of Minnie Mouse here I'm gonna leave blank so that the backdrop feeds into the subject. But whatever I am gonna paint, I'm painting white first, because that white's gonna give me the ability to put some lighter colors over that dark background. And those lighter colors will stand out and be what I want them to be, such as her face and her shoes. Her shoes are going to be yellow, so the yellow wouldn't stand out over that purple and pink background. So I needed to get that base of white paint down there. So now you see I'm coloring her skin tone, which is a mix of white, red, and yellow, with a lot more white than either of the other two. And then if you can tell, I'm using like some lighter tone of that, so more white than anything on like the top of the eyebrows. And then I'm using like a darker tone under the nose. It's just more red and yellow than white. Now the shoes are just straight white with yellow. Actually, shoes are mostly yellow with a little bit of white at the end, the front tip, and then the back end is some burnt umber mixed with that yellow. Now the head and the ears, that's all black. Also the legs too, legs and feet, that's all black, just as it is now. But then I'm gonna add in some blue for some of those highlights, some like baby blue, and then also some white. So I painted the nose, those ears, and the arms. So everything that's black, while I got the black paint out, I wanted to cover that up. Now I'm painting the nose with a little bit of white, and then there's that baby blue on the highlights for the ears, the head, and the arms, and a little bit on the nose, the under part of the nose. So a little bit earlier, I did also paint where the inside of the hairband is going to be, and the dress, the inside of the dress, but the outside is going to be feeding off of the background. So now I'm doing the outline here with the paint marker. So I outlined her. You can see exactly where she is now, and everything is right where I want it. Now I'm putting some tape on here because I'm gonna put a transfer paper over it, and I'm gonna now cut the outline so that I'm gonna paint some more. I'm gonna use some stencils next, and I want to make sure not to paint over her, not to use those stencils and airbrush and then paint on top of what I've already drawn and painted on here. So I'm cutting everything out. Once I got everything, now it's time to put the stencil and tape that on. And then with the airbrush, I'm brushing on some white first, because I want this color to stand out. Now some pink, and that's gonna go to red. So now a nice transition from white to pink to red. Now on the bottom here, I'm using some red, some blue, and I'm having that blue transition over to green. And then here I'm using green with some white, and I'm having that transition over to like a little bit of a yellow, but that yellow's got some hints of that green in there, so it's like a lime green that it transitions to. But I just wanted all those colors to be different, and I'm using a little bit of greenish blue and down to purple on the bottom. So once I got that, I did splatter on a little bit more paint, and then once I finished that, I'm just retouching some of those outlines, and now I want to put more dots on her dress, but I wanted to match what the background was already giving me. So it's these random dots, small, medium, and really tiny. So a nice variety of dots. So here it is, Minnie Mouse. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and click that bell for notifications. Thanks for watching.